Welcome to Family Health, a holistic healthcare show that aims to educate you, inform you, and uplift you on all matters health. My name is Liz and I'll be your host for today. Now today we are literally buzzing because guess what? It is Christmas season and oh my goodness, have we got a lot lined up for you today. The question is, over Christmas, now we know people do all sorts of things, but especially when it comes to food. Some people over Christmas say, look, I'm gonna eat anything I want to eat. I don't want anybody to judge me. I've been good all year. And others say, I'm going to stay health conscious all through because I really value my health. And what we're wondering is, where do we draw the line between fun, enjoyment, indulgence, and health? We spoke to a few people on the streets of Nairobi to find out just what they plan to eat over Christmas.
I've been watching on my diet the whole of the year, but now since it's festive season, I've adjusted my diet. We are here, we will consume anything that is eatable now because we want to enjoy the Christmas. We want to enjoy what we have been missing out. Yeah, like I've not been doing pizza, I've not been doing chips for the last 9 months. But now, even sodas I've not been doing. But this festive season, I'll be doing everything that I've been avoiding for the whole of the past 9 months.
I'm looking forward to enjoying, celebrating. At least I'll enjoy some, we call it kunde, because I'm looking forward to going to up country. That is the cowpeas. I'm looking forward to enjoying the green beans, some kuku, chapati.
On Christmas Day, yes, we have to eat. Even during this month of December, yes, we have to eat. We have to spoil ourselves.
I've been trying to lose weight for the past 10 years. It has not been working for me, so I'm letting loose this Christmas. Chapati kaende.
Hakuna maisha ingine, maisha ni hapa. Ile umefanya kazi, wewe spend na nutrition ikuwe fiti. Make sure umejenga mwili.
January is still coming and we still want you to be in good health. We'll be speaking to loads of professionals today, a certified nutritionist, a professional chef, and also a mother of the house. In fact, why don't you join me as we go and visit the mother of the house and her family this very day on Family Health. Hodi!
My earliest memory of Christmas is like when I was about 6 years old, and we were really looking forward to having that day. It used to be the most important times in our lives, and because we had things which we were not used to eating, like bread.
Now, over Christmas, many people travel upcountry to celebrate, while others travel to fancy destinations. Some people choose to indulge in whatever food takes their fancy, while others still watch their health and weight. Let us speak to nutritionist Cynthia about this common festive trend and what Kenyans tend to do.
Kenyans are Kenyans. I feel we don't balance from your starches to your protein to your veggies and healthy snacks as well. Depending even on our cultures and the way we do things, there's like I'm Kikuyu, and the things we do is you'll do potatoes and things like mukimo, everything starchy. But what you should have again is a balance. Have your starches, have your protein, and have your veggies.
I would want us to eat a lot of vegetables, which are fresh. Some of them we get from our place here, and we also have to have chicken. It's part of it. Yes, we can't miss chicken. It's also a protein and we love it. And a bit of meat, little, not as much. Pilau, we also can have some little ugari and some green vegetables fresh from the garden. As a grandmother also, I can also include my grandkids, and they also like fries.
Today, we want to create a dish straight from the shamba to the plate, and we will have Chef Pete take us through some of the ingredients he will be harvesting.
We all know it's Christmas, it's a festive season. We love to indulge, we love to eat, have a good time, but the main essence of it is how healthy are we eating. So today, I brought you in this beautiful farm. We're gonna cook, we're gonna get fresh ingredients from the shamba, and we're gonna put all this on the table, basically creating all that Christmas aspect, but eating healthy as well. So today, I'm gonna have very beautiful leeks here. The leeks are very healthy, they're very very, very flavorful, especially when you use them on your samosas. Actually, I have scallions as well here. You can see they're quite looking the same, but they're very, they're very different. You know, these are a bit smaller, and then this one basically you can use it as a garnish, but you can also use it as a cooking ingredient as well. And then right here, I have zucchini. You know, when you're doing that nice, amazing stir-fried veggies, you know, what do? You need a bit of zucchini, a bit of broccoli, cauliflower, you know, carrots, all that.
So these are kale, very, very healthy. These are really good for a good kale salad. You can enjoy this if you don't want to cook the traditional way. And then these are leeks. These are so good for probiotics and prebiotics.
Now here, I'm going to get a leek that we're gonna use on our samosas. So straight from the shamba to the table. I'm just gonna put this very nice and easily. Very healthy, very fresh. How about we take it to the kitchen and make some samosas?
My mom would plant most of the stuff, like potatoes, vegetables, carrots, and all those stuff. We could get them from our shamba. The only things we didn't get are from like wheat, but to make chapatis, and which was a delicacy those days rather.
So back then in the 1960s, what was a typical Kenyan diet like?
Githeri, that maize and beans, mostly, bananas, because they were plenty. We planted them, my mom did. And potatoes, and since we also had cows, so we would drink milk. Yes, my mom would give us some milk to drink. And sometimes my dad would even slaughter some goats for us, and we would have some goat meat.
Let's go back to Chef Pete and start our meal preparation for the day. First, he prepares a salad. He chops some onions, cucumber, and some cherry tomatoes. He then mixes them all together to make a very appetizing salad. Next, he preps for sautéed vegetables. He chops some zucchini and some French beans.
The first one was carrots, and I'm gonna put the French beans. I was actually testing the salt. We blanch the carrots for 2 minutes.
Now that cooking is underway, let us speak to nutritionist Cynthia and get more holiday food advice.
So now it's 24th. It's nearly Christmas Day, and celebrations have sort of started. We are here with this family today, and we are seeing what they're going to eat and all that.
Okay.
As a nutritionist, you know, we want your advice. What should we eat as a nation? How should we balance? How should we enjoy but also be healthy?
I'd say have dietary diversity. Have all the food groups as a host, right? Have your starches, pilau, potatoes, chapati, and then have your protein, your nyama choma, your chicken, your fish, right? And have vegetables too. You can do salads. This is a good time. It's very easy and convenient for you to do it. So I feel like that would be enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the chef and see what he is up to. After blanching the vegetables and draining the water, he flavors them.
Some oyster sauce to just add some flavor.
As the chef carries on cooking, we are curious, when Mama Lewis was a young girl, did they ever eat junk food?
In the 60s, we never had any junk food because we know junk food it's bought from the shops, and my mom or my parents never bought those kind of stuff until I grew a little bit bigger, when I could have my money and buy whatever I wanted to. But when I was living with my mom and my dad, there was no junk food.
When you go to your grandma's, you can find things like sweet potatoes, right? I find that, for example, when you have your root tubers, the sweet potatoes and the ndoma, you can find a better way to cook it. Maybe you can bake them in the oven or the air fryer, mix it up with a little bit of spices. It's still very nutrient dense with the vitamin A and beta carotene, but still very yummy. Yeah.
Next, the chef makes some potato wedges a healthier choice to deep-fried chips. He first chops them, then flavors them. They go into the oven and will be ready later. Next, he prepares his marinade for the chicken. During Christmas, the love and warmth of family can leave an indelible sketch in many hearts. Let us speak to Mama Lewis's children about their Christmas plans.
Hi, I'm Imani Nduta Domo. First, I want to spend time with my family and enjoy us spending time together since most of them are out of the country and we usually have busy weeks. And sometimes holidays, we can be busy. So it's nice during Christmas holiday where we have a lot of time together, having fun and just getting together and enjoying the day.
Hi, my name is Alisa Ombre. I'm looking forward to spending time with family because most of them are not with us all the time. So I'm looking forward to having quality time with them and having things that we don't usually have all the time because we have to stay healthy and eat a balanced diet, just live a good life. And honestly, I'm just excited to spend time with them and be able to create good memories.
You know, it was so nice to see a kitchen garden, and it was so nice to see the pumpkins, to see the sugarcane, to see the skuma wiki, literally everything. And to think that food is what we are going to have a taste of later. I cannot wait. And just watching the chef make all that food and, it just looks so fresh. Oh my goodness. What is encouraging for me is the fact that we can still enjoy Christmas and all these amazing foods, but still have it very, very healthy. I mean, what do you think? What are you doing for Christmas? What are you eating? Are you going to be eating healthy or are you going to be overindulging? Do let us know via SMS on 20316 or WhatsApp on 0786 316 316. See you after the short break.
FamilyNews.Today provides an escape room from the clutter through our podcasts, from church escapades,
get disappointed with God, and I think it's a misplaced anger,
to daily devotionals.
The beauty about God's love is that it was focused on all that God had,
to financial and life tips, bedtime stories for your child. All these and much more available just for you on FamilyNews.Today on Spotify, Google Podcast, and SoundCloud. Insights at your fingertips.
And we are back again. I want to say Merry Christmas to anybody that is joining us. Today we are looking at nutrition and how we can still be healthy whilst enjoying Christmas. Earlier we saw us getting food from the kitchen garden. We saw the chef preparing amazing meals. We spoke to the nutritionist to give us a bit of advice with regards to what to eat over Christmas. Now later on we're still going to sit down with the family and hear what they have to say about Christmas and their experiences. But right now I want us to speak to the mama of the house, Mama Lois. I know she spoke a little bit before, but I want us to keep hearing her story of how Christmas has evolved, literally from the 60s all the way to this year, 2023.
Christmas changed because that time I could afford maybe a few shillings or, I would go and buy sweets, crisps, yes, those were there, and sodas. That time we had Fanta, which used to taste so good. When I went for my secretarial job, I remember my mom would give me some bus fare to go, and I would make sure that I have some little money left. So I would buy some chips, yes, and maybe some biscuits. Those one I would afford to buy for myself, but not my mom. My mom wouldn't buy me. The younger mothers, they like giving their kids like pizzas, fast foods. Yeah, that's the difference I see these days. But our older generation, we still stick to our old way of doing things, or even eating. Our eating habits don't change.
Now, let us go back to nutritionist Cynthia for more advice.
This will be a good time to portion your foods. You can have half your plate as vegetables, that's your fiber. You can, and then the rest half, when it's a quarter and a quarter, you can do your starches and your protein. And then again, plan yourself, listen to your body cues at this time. You have a plate, right? And so imagine this as your plate. So we say half your plate should be vegetables. That includes your fiber, your fruits, and everything that you enjoy as vegetables. You can even mix them up like a salad. And this other half, you can divide it into 2 quarters. So you do half plate, this quarter should have starches and this quarter should have protein. That way you have included everything. With starch, it's energy. Everything has carbohydrates in its form, but when you do excess starch, you end up not getting full quick. I'm sure when you have a plate of chips, and then you just go, within 30 minutes you're hungry, right? But say you have some small chips and you have some chicken and some veggies. What I usually say is starch gives you immediate energy to do the things that you want to do, but at the background, 2 to 3 hours later, you have your protein and your veggies, your fiber working, so you need that. Have small frequent meals. This is a time where you don't skip a lot of meals, so just have your own meals throughout the day in small portions, right? That way you're able to enjoy everything. You can space yourself within 3 to 4 hours where you allow digestion to happen, and then have your next meal, and then have your next meal. That way you're able to consume all that you want.
Chef Pete makes the final dishes of the day: oven roast chicken and oatmeal cookies. He stuffs the chicken, garnishes it, and puts it in the oven. Next, he bakes the healthy oatmeal cookies.
So this way all that goes everywhere, spreads everywhere. So the way it is, you just put it down here.
So this is pretty much the same way you can make your granola batter.
All the food is cooked and the table is being set. It's now time for the sit-down meal with the whole family. But just before we eat, what was Mama Lewis's experience when she traveled abroad one Christmas?
Like in US, I had some friends who would invite me for Christmas dinners or Christmas luncheons, and they would give us things like turkey. I saw that delicacy in America, and those cold stuff, potatoes. I don't know how they would make them, but yes, that kind of their food. Yeah.
It's finally time to eat. So, how did we do nutritionally?
So this is an example of the perfect Christmas dinner that you want to make. Do you see how we have diversity on this table? We have your vegetables. Do you see them? They're so fresh from the garden. We actually harvested these, and they're good for your fiber. Okay, so you can start with this as your entree or as your starter. We also have some fruits to our left, and these are really good for refreshing you so that you don't get too nauseated or get any type of feeling like that. Do you see our chapatis? We made them with whole grain flour, so that's a good alternative that you can use. For our potatoes, we actually baked them instead of deep frying them, so that's a different alternative method of cooking. And we have our amazing chicken here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's good for satiety and it's full of protein. So this is an example of how you typically want to have your Christmas dinner. Enjoy it, but everything in moderation.
It's very English.
sawa. Na chapati.
Now, come January, a lot of people try to lose all the weight gained over Christmas by employing diets like intermittent fasting and keto. Are these healthy?
IF is not something that will be sustainable. It falls in the range of diets that, along with keto, they're just, for nutritionists, this what we say that these are diets that are unsustainable, right? Because IF, for example, requires that you skip meals for a long time, but people, when they break, there's usually a break, right? So when you break, people usually indulge in foods that are unhealthy or even large servings, right? All those things bring the word restrictive diets, right? So with restrictive diets, what happens is you have, for example, a week where you do clean eating, right? And then the other weekend is where you feel like, I've been too good, let me indulge in something. But the cycle is that, again, when it comes to Monday, you want to forgive yourself by restricting again. So what is the point of that? That's not a good food relationship. So again, let's go back to small frequent meals. Well, this is the time to join a gym, right? And when you're joining a gym, let your trainer be somebody who understands your goals and you as a person. Don't let them force you into carrying heavy things when you haven't even learned how to do the small ones, okay? And then when you're trying to lose weight, I'd recommend that you start lifting weights and strength training compared to cardio, you know, that will help you achieve fat loss faster than running all the time. Yeah.
We asked our family and also the Kenyan public what they plan to do health-wise in the coming new year.
January, I'll go back to eating very healthy foods, mostly because our school diet is tight. We eat mostly veggies and balanced diet like fruits and stuff like that.
In January, then that's the time I start working hard so that I can, whatever I gained during Christmas time, now to shed it off. So I have to work hard in January.
Come New Year, I'm looking forward to observing my diet. At least I build up a bit, niongeze kidogo, and that will be well.
My New Year resolution in terms of nutrition, I would like, according to me, I want to tell all Kenyans, many diseases that people are nursing now in hospital is because of what we consume. And I would like to challenge many of people, me included, that next year, let us be sensitive with what we consume. Mostly, let us consume a lot of fruits. Let us be in greens. Let us eat food that are rich in ions.
For a good health, we must need less salt, less fat, less sugar.
Good health is very important.
My New Year's resolution, perhaps, I won't lie on TV. I'll tell people that I'm trying to lose weight, but I'll still be eating a lot.
Now, let us delve into some interesting facts about our Christmas family.
Chicken. Chapati.
Meat like chicken and beef, and then like broccoli soup.
Many people, but I would say my pasta, my leverage. I would want to go and visit Israel. It talks about God fighting for you and being there for you. Yeah, when you are down, He will fight for you, your battles, yeah. I would tell the young people to also be careful on what they are eating, you know. Instead of thinking now, I'm going to do it as if I would never eat tomorrow, just do it in moderation. I take this opportunity to wish all Kenyans and family members Merry Christmas. I also want to wish my district members, District 24 and 25, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You know, I wish you could have tasted that food. Oh my gosh, honestly, it was so, so good. And what is really good is the fact that we literally went to the shamba, plucked a few things. Yes, we added some ingredients and cooked something very simple, but made it very special. And that's a lesson for me, that Christmas doesn't have to be so extravagant or so expensive or just eating unhealthy junk food. You can literally pick things up from your shamba. And like the nutritionist said, just cook them in a different way. That is still part of Christmas. And also spending time with loved ones and just having a really, really relaxed atmosphere. I really enjoyed it, and I'm curious to know, what are your thoughts? Look, it is now time to go, and it will not be good for me to go without saying, Jesus is the reason for the season. We are here to celebrate Christmas because of Jesus. So as you celebrate, as you party, as you visit your friends and relatives and have all the fun you want, remember, Jesus is King. I look forward to seeing you on our next episode right here at Family Health. And for now, wishing you a very, very Merry Christmas.